Thank you for coming out to listen to us and to participate in this event. Most of you might have known me here because I'm one of you, and I really want to thank Yi Hong to take the leadership of ensuring the voice of Chinese community heard. Before we go to the polls, okay? I believe that public service is an extension of community service. And because of the leadership of John Tory and the absolute dismay I feel with the way the province won by Dr. McGuinty, I have decided to run at this by-election. I believe that the people of Scarborough River, which consists of about 30% Chinese Canadian population, and the Chinese community at large need a voice in Queen's Park. A voice that will tell Dr. McGuinty that it is not okay to have no plan for energy, no plan for healthcare, no plan for senior services, no plan to improve the environment. To tell him that it's not okay to say we won't raise taxes and then levy the largest taxes increase in the history of Ontario. We need to tell the Liberals that it is not okay to make promises and then break them. As your representative, my goal is to take your concerns to Queen's Park as an opposition. What our riding does not need is a representative that will tell Dr. McGuinty that we are happy with the way things are going. When I go door to door, when I speak to people, they tell me that they're concerned about the cost of living, high taxes, energy prices, and they're becoming more and more difficult to pay the bills with no increase in salary. People are telling me that they're concerned about health care. The government keep producing studies but no solutions. The Liberal solution has been to make you pay for the services that used to be covered by OHIP. By electing a Liberal, you say it's okay to delist chiropractic services, physiotherapy, and eye care from the healthcare system. I'm Cynthia Lai, whom you all know and trust, and is a community volunteer who offers a breath of fresh air, energy, vision, and who have the heart and passion to fight for your many needs. I make this commitment to you. I will bring your concerns to Queen's Park and apply political pressure as an opposition to a government that has spent too much time ignoring them. Help me send a message to Dr. McGuinty. On November 24th, I ask for your vote. I know Yi Hong, and I know I'm one of you, and I know how it is to wait for, and I know how much of fundraising they have to do. But by the way, I'm going to do a little bit commercial that they have tickets, raffle tickets here for the Dragon Ball. So for those of you, please, you can support Yi Hong and support our seniors. I've already purchased one booklet from Helen Lu, so if you can go out and get a ticket before you leave, that would be good. It's very important that we have senior homes that is in the community. And I think there are other things like life lease and other initiatives. If I'm elected, I will bring to the government. For instance, life lease, condos, affordable planned communities. You know, when we do those planned communities for the seniors, then we will create jobs. You know, everything. Everybody's win-win situation. So we need to build more of those. And I think that you would not want to support a city councillor who has opposed the Yi Hong developments and who has also opposed one of the first projects for the Muslim community for senior homes. So please be very careful. When you exercise your vote on November 24th, you vote for someone who cares about the seniors, who cares about senior homes. Thank you. As we all grow older, one day we become seniors. So this is a very, very important issue for me, and I am committed to do anything I can to fight for the funding for all these services, because I know how hard it is for some of those organizations like CICS and some of the other BOA, I don't know what the English name is. It's very, very, the funding is not very much, but if I elected, I will fight for all this funding. And if we're ever going to build some new locations for the senior homes, I think I will commit, and I have the will to commit to work together and make it happen. Anything. If we want to commit it, there's a will, there's a way. And I'm committed to work together with the community and to make sure that these are planned communities, that everything you have, under one roof, you can have all the facilities, then there's no need to travel anywhere. It's just like a planned community, like in Hong Kong. They have a lot of those planned communities with libraries, with facilities, with recreation. If I get elected, I will be pushing these things so that all of us would have a very good retirement. Thank you. Thank you. I think this is one of the areas that the federal government and the provincial government is kind of lacking behind. The right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. On one hand, they say, we welcome you as immigrants, but on the other hand, they're not supporting you in terms of your services. So I think this is just the Liberals have been all talks and no action in making sure these supports are in place. And we're the only province that has no immigration agreement with the federal government, despite taking in 60% of immigrants to Canada. About half of the 130 immigrants coming to Ontario settle in Toronto. So this is a big thing. And the McKinsey government has been telling us since February 2004 that an agreement with the federal government to provide the resources we need is coming. But they have announced it 8 times, and still the waiting has not been, the agreement has not been signed. So our community is made up of hardworking people like you and I, and families, and we deserve a government and work just as hard. So by sending me to Queen's Park, I will demand action right away and send McKinsey a message that this is not acceptable. And on a personal basis, I'll use my network to make sure that everyone got a place to go as your MVP. Everyone will have a place to hold your nice meetings and your recreation. Thank you. That's a very, very good question. When I first came over here as an immigrant some 30 years ago, I was trying to look for a job, and they asked me, do you have any Canadian experience? I said, no. Well, I'm sorry, we only hire people that have Canadian experience. And I just asked them, how am I going to have a Canadian experience when nobody offered me the first job? So this issue is really in my heart because I've been there. And I think as an opposition, the PC, the Conservative government, has formed a skilled immigrant task force, and the report will be ready very soon, and it will be given to the Liberals and asked them to consider as the report. And on a personal level, if I'm going to be elected, I will bring the boys to Queen's Park by giving them some innovation, some new ideas of how to deal with this, not just funding, where's the fun, So what I can ask them to do is, I will propose that maybe they should give the employers some incentive for hiring new immigrants. And, they may have some skill training, and then it will subsidize the pay so that everybody can get a job. Thank you. As I said earlier, we have to train our next generation so that we can build our leaders and build a very, very good economy in the province. And the Liberals have promised as part of the election platform that they would freeze the tuition fee for a minimum of 2 years. And Minister Bentley just recently announced that the fees will be lifted. I think the Liberal government is creating barriers towards post-secondary education rather than eliminating them as they promised. And they're once again ignoring the middle class. On a personal level, my son is in school, in university first year, so I think I would support the freezing of the fee if it's feasible for if they can find the money, I will support that. If you send me there, I will make sure that they will do it, but